saw him at probably, I don't know, 60 yards maybe, probably a little less than that. I just saw his tops of his antlers, and that was probably right about the time the wind has been going one direction all morning, and it almost always goes one direction. And then it didn't, and it stopped, and it started going uphill, and then it went right at the deer. I'm sure he blew out of here. He's trying to get that big old gagger bull to come out and shake his head. He comes stomping right to us. So that clearly went straight into the lung. Well, good morning. It's the beginning of day 3. Bugs are still as vicious as they have been. Oh, what a day yesterday, man. Big day, big 2 days. Backing out that entire deer all the way back here kind of worked us. So we slept in a little bit today and run into a bit of a logistics problem for a guy that makes game bags. Somehow I managed to only pack one set of game bags with me and I have 3 deer tags. So I have all my meat jammed into one set, brought 2 extra bags. And so I'm going to, this morning, I am going to debone the meat and get it ready for pickup. Willie's gonna come tomorrow and do a meat pickup run. It's just not that cold out here, so I think we need to get that out of here. Flies are also pretty vicious on that meat over there, even though we've got it in bags. I came back yesterday and some flies had laid an insane amount of fly larvae around those game bags. It almost looked like dried cake batter on some of the sticks that I've kind of set our game bags on. It's one of the more gross things I've seen in a while. Those maggots won't be able to get into the game bags, but still, it's pretty gross. So anyways, priority number 1 today is to get the game bags ready so Willie can come back, or get the meat ready so Willie can come pick it up tomorrow. So we're going to do a little bit of butchering here, and then after that time, hopefully we should have a couple extra game bags so we can go out and do some more hunting. But we got a lot of work ahead of ourselves, and we got, what do we have, a couple more days of hunting left anyway. And now with kind of 2 tags filled, I'm going to be pretty selective on that 3rd buck. So that's the game plan for today. Got our meat deboned, kind of got our camp chores done. You kind of see it there in the background. Basically just was able to put an entire boned out deer in each of our 17 by 29 bags. So now I'm just gonna get cleaned up here. Everything's just like soaking wet too, so I need to like clean off my backpack a little bit, get lunch packed, get another, I've got what, 2 more arrows, so get my arrows set up. We're gonna head out, go look for more deer. Kodiak is full of these raspberry bushes. Look at those things. Whew, those are a little tart, but they're amazing. There's kind of raspberries and blueberries all over this island. You could really get distracted if you wanted to. We're gonna go try and find some deer. It's 1 o'clock and there's kind of deer bedded. Some of them I'm feeding, but there's a pretty nice buck down below us here across this valley, across this river bottom. Like nothing, not a giant, but a nice like 3-point with eye guards type buck. I'm not sure I'm ready to go over there just yet, though. I want to see some more country before I decide to go try and make a play on something like that. least the brush isn't that big or thick. I was worried there for a second. But the walking's pretty easy to get over there. So, that's good. I think unfortunately the wind guides weren't in our favor on this one. Just had a squirrely wind and I just started to sneak in to get in a little closer and he stood up. The wind was going right at him there for a second, so he must have smelled me. It was only, honestly, I probably could have shot him from where I set my pack down, which is only about 50 yards away, but I kind of wanted to see if I could get in closer. I'm sure I could have been able to, I would have. Terrain was perfect, but that wind just shifted on us. I don't think to get over to this spot where that deer was from where we spotted him is like maybe like 3/4 of a mile, maybe a mile, but it probably took us like an hour and a half to wade through that brush to get over here. I think that's kind of just indicative of Kodiak. It's kind of a land of juxtapositions. It's like lush. There's like food everywhere and water everywhere, and yet it is also like there's giant dangerous bears everywhere. So it's this place that like provides lots of food, lots of water. There's also these biggest bears in the world here. It also looks like grassy and rolly and open, and it can be, but then some of that grass is taller than me by like a foot, and then you have these like raspberry thickets that are taller than I am that we had to get through to get over here. So you're like clawing your way through these like thorny bushes, alders. So this is just a really interesting place that just feels very prehistoric. It's gorgeous, but also brutal at the same time. Well, I think that is going to wrap up our day here tonight. It's getting close to 7 o'clock. I think we're going to go back and make some dinner, have an early night. Tomorrow's our last day and we've only got about half a day to hunt. So we're gonna get up early tomorrow and try and find something early in the morning. And I think I'll do some glassing tonight, but I think tonight I'm just gonna rest. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little tired today, so my motivation to go wandering around anymore this evening is low. Unless I see a giant buck. At that point in time, I'll do whatever I need to. So, rest up. Tomorrow's our last day. And we have one more tag to fill, so we'll see how it goes. I think I found my buck. Bird, that wind is biting cold day. On that mountain over there, which is a ways away. There's a pretty nice looking buck. Through the spotting scope, you can tell he's got a really nice frame on him. He's got like 4 does with him. It's a hump to get over there, but it's kind of like now or never. I was sitting up here trying to find that original buck that we were coming for. And I found 3 other bucks, one of which is a really nice hard-horned deer, just like big old belly on him. problem I'm having right now is there are just kind of like deer everywhere. I can count 6 or 7 bucks and a bunch of does, and they're all kind of scattered about the same slope. Chain reaction is in full effect right now. As expected, these does right here went down, and that caused a small buck to run, which caused another buck to stand up, which caused the other bucks to see him stand up. That's the thing about bow hunting compared to rifle hunting. You just get a slight change of events and everything can go to hell really fast. What a hell of a way to start off this trip. Hunting blacktails in coastal mountains is about as much fun as a person can have on 2 legs. I'll be back again, and soon.